First of all, I must welcome you to RKS Economics classes. Hello students. Today we will discuss regarding Production Possibility Corp, what is PPC, and all about Production Possibility Corp in brief. We all know that for each and every economy, human wants are unlimited. But the amount of resources are limited, they are fixed. And we know that there are various types of goods. There may be consumers' goods, there may be producers' goods, there may be civil goods, there may be defense goods, right? Within limited resources, we cannot produce all the goods we want. Only you can do is that we can use these resources fully and efficiently. They have to be fully and efficiently utilized in order to produce maximum goods as well as in order to give maximum satisfaction to our people, right? We know that the resources which are there, they are not equally efficient in production of all the products. The resources, some resources are there which can be utilized efficiently for producing some goods, but not for some other goods. They cannot be efficiently used for production of other goods. In one line, they can be used skillfully, efficiently. In another line, in other lines, they cannot be so efficiently used. And when we are going to discuss regarding Production Possibility Corp, we know that Production Possibility Corp is nothing but the graphical representation of production possibility schedule, right? And it is a graphical representation of possible combinations of two goods that can be produced with given resources and with given technology. Let us take, for simplicity and for easy understanding, the case of two goods, the case of two commodities, commodity X and commodity Y, right? And when are going to increase the production of one good, we have to sacrifice the production of other good. There is a concept like marginal opportunity cost. What is that? Marginal opportunity cost refers to the number of units of a commodity sacrificed to gain one additional unit of another commodity. When we want to produce one more additional unit, one more unit of a commodity, how much of other commodities we have to sacrifice, we have to lose. That is also known as marginal rate of transformation, right? What is marginal rate of transformation? The same thing, the ratio of number of units of a commodity sacrificed to gain an additional unit of another commodity, right? Ratio of loss to ratio of gain. So, you see, marginal opportunity cost generally increases, or when more and more units of a commodity have to be sacrificed to gain an additional unit of another commodity. Right. So we have to sacrifice more and more of a good, a commodity, to gain additional units of another commodity. Right. Let us take examples of two commodities, commodity X and commodity Y. You see here. So this is production possibility curve. It slopes downward, right? It slopes downward, and it is generally concave in nature. You see, this is concave AG, this is concave in nature, right? You see, we have told that production possibility curve represents possible combinations of two commodities. Here commodity X or two goods, commodity X and commodity Y, with given resources and technology. And here we are taking commodity X. Here actually this is commodity X, and this is commodity X, and here it is commodity Y. You see, it is commodity Y, not commodity X. You see, this production possibility curve slopes downwards, we know, and its shape is concave. It is concaved shape. It has concaved shape, right? And there are various combinations, you see, A, B, C, D, E, F and G. And when we join all these points, it gives AG curve. It is production possibility curve and it is concave in nature. You see, here what we see, when we produce, in this case, 21 units of this commodity, then we cannot produce any commodity of this. Commodity X, this is commodity X. So 0, here the combination is 21Y plus 0X, right? And you see here the combination at this point is 20 units of Y plus 1 unit of X. Here we are taking X, it is wrongly mentioned as Y, right? Here it will be Y commodity, it is Y commodity Y. This is commodity Y in OY axis, and in OX axis we are taking commodity X, right? You see here, when we are going to produce 18 units of commodity Y, 18 units of commodity Y, we can produce 2 units of commodity X. When we are going to produce 15 units of Y, we can produce 3 units of commodity X at point D, you see. Point D represents you are producing 11 units of Y and 4 units of X. You see here 11Y, 4X. You see here, to produce one more unit of X, 0X, 1X produced means we have lost 1 unit of commodity Y. 2X produced means we have lost how much? 3 units of Y. Similarly, 4 units of Y we are losing to get 1 more units of X. So you see here, marginal opportunity cost or marginal rate of substitution increases. That's why it is concave in nature, right? So you see now, regarding this marginal rate of transformation or marginal opportunity cost, Here we can easily understand. Right? You see, to get one more unit of x, this point A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and in all these points you see, to get just one unit of commodity x, one unit of commodity x, one unit of commodity x, you are losing more and more of x, more and more of y, commodity y. This must to get one more unit, this must to get another unit, this must to get another unit, this must to another unit, this much. You see, this increases parallel to y. Okay. So, to get one more unit of commodity x, we are losing more and more units of commodity y. Right. So, here marginal rate of transformation is change in y due to change in x, and this, to get one more unit of x, we are losing more and more units of y, right? So, we move downward along the curve. When we move downward along the curve from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, and F to G, marginal rate of transformation increases or marginal opportunity cost increases. We are sacrificing more of commodity Y to get more of additional unit of commodity X, right? So, this is the shape, right? Next, you see, here we have told that generally the shape of production possibility curve is, it is concave in nature. It is downward sloping, you see, it is downward sloping, sloping and concave to the origin. It is concave. But here you see, the production possibility curve may also be a straight line curve, right? When the marginal rate of transformation is constant. You see, to when we are just gaining one more unit of commodity X, for gaining one more unit of commodity X, we are losing only one more unit of commodity X. At the cost of one more unit of Y, we are getting one more unit of X. Then it is same in all the case. It is same. So, in this case, you see, when marginal rate of transformation is constant, production possibility curve can be straight line. Here, same amount of commodity is sacrificed to gain an additional unit of other commodity. Same amount of commodity. We are not going to sacrifice more and more units of a commodity to gain an additional unit of other commodity. We have to sacrifice the same amount of X, same amount of Y to gain same amount of X. Here, the production possibility curve becomes straight line. Yes, it can be straight line production possibility curve. Generally, it is not. Production possibility curve, general nature of production, shape of production possibility curve is that it is concave in nature and downward sloping, right? But in some cases, when we are losing just the same unit of one commodity for gaining another unit of other commodity, then the straight line, there is straight line production possibility curve. And it can be also a convex to the origin. Here you see, when marginal rate of transformation is decreasing, or less and less units of commodity are sacrificed to gain an additional unit of other commodity. Less and less units of commodity are sacrificed to gain additional unit of commodity, then it is convex to the origin like this. This will be production possibility curve, right? Next, you see what is given here. Regarding, we are discussing here regarding attainable and unattainable combinations at which economy can operate. You see, by using the resources efficiently, we can produce this much of commodity. We can produce the combination A, B, C, D, or this or this. Actually, by efficient use of resources and technology. And when we are producing at these points, then there is full and efficient use of resources, we can say. And when we are going to produce at this point E, okay, we are, no doubt it is attainable combination, but we are not efficiently using our resources. There is less use of resources. There is no optimum utilization of resources here. Optimum utilization of resources is possible only in these points A, B, C, D. But this F denotes that it is not possible. It is outside the production possibility curve, and it is known as unattainable combination, this F. Because any point outside production possibility curve is unattainable combination. It cannot be attained. Right? We can produce, at best we can produce in these points, or we can produce inside the production possibility at any point inside the production possibility curve. But when we are producing inside the production possibility curve, then we say that our resources are not efficiently utilized. We are not utilizing our resources efficiently or our technology efficiently, right? So, we can produce by efficient use of resources and technology, we can produce only on the points of production possibility curve, right? Then next we will go. You see, production possibility curve, if there is rightward shift in production possibility curve here, you see, production possibility curve shifts to the right only when there is an increase in resources or technological upgradation for both the combinations of X and Y. For both the goods, if there is technological development, there is increase in resources, we can produce more and more of both the goods, both the commodities X and Y. So, in this case, there will be a rightward shift in production possibility curve, like from PP to P1, you see, it was the original production possibility curve, and when it shifts to the right side, rightward shift, there is rightward shift, then we say there is development, technological upgradation as well as increase in resources. Okay? But if leftward shift is there, production possibility curve shifts leftward. You see, from PP, it was the original production possibility curve. When it shifts to the left side, that is P1 is the new production possibility curve. Then what it indicates? There is decrease in resources and technological degradation for both the commodities. There is decrease in resources, there is technological degradation, then it will shift to the left side, right? Then you see rotation on x-axis. There may be rightward rotation, there may be leftward rotation. You see, AB was the original production possibility curve. Then AC is the new production possibility curve, which rotates right side on x-axis, and AD is the another production possibility curve which rotates to the left side of the original production possibility curve. So, production possibility curve rotates right side, or rightward rotation is there when there is technological improvement or increase in the resources for production of commodity X. You see, OX axis indicates commodity X, right? So, in OX line there is rotation. When it shifts from B to point C, then we say there is technological improvement, there has been an increase in resources for production of commodity X. If there is leftward rotation, we say there is technological degradation or there is decrease in resources for production commodity X, right? Similarly, if rotation for commodity on Y axis will be there, you see here. In Y axis there is rotation. Originally, the production possibility curve was AB, but now when there is rightward rotation on OY axis and the new production possibility curve becomes CB, right? Then what it indicates? Production possibility curve rotates right side, rightward, only when there is technological improvement or increase in resources for production of commodity Y. Okay, OY denotes commodity Y, right? So, when for commodity Y there is technological development, production technology improves, or there is increase in resources for production of commodity Y, then there would be rightward rotation on Y axis. But when it rotates leftward, you see DB, you see AB was the original production possibility curve, DB is leftward, there is leftward rotation of production possibility curve from AB to DB. So, what this DB leftward rotation indicates? There is technological degradation or decrease in resources for production of commodity Y, right? Right? So, on OX axis, on X axis or on Y axis, there might be any rotation of production possibility curve, okay? Then you see, we will come to the summarize this production possibility curve, all about the production possibility curve in one graph. Commodity X in OX axis, commodity Y is there, right? You see, okay, you see here, PP was the original production possibility curve, right? When there was fuller and efficient utilization of resources and technology in the economy, resources are fully and efficiently utilized. When the economy operates on PPC, that is PP, right, efficiently or fuller utilized, then resources are not fully efficiently utilized when the economy operates at any point inside PPC. Inside PPC, original PPC was PP, P2 was inside PPC, right? This curve you mark. Okay. So, in any point inside the production possibility curve represents that resources are not fully and efficiently utilized. And when we think of any point outside the production possibility curve, which is actually unattainable point, economy cannot operate any point outside PPC as it is unattainable with the available productive capacity, right? Unattainable production. So, you see, outward shift or any point outside the production possibility curve, right, is unattainable. We cannot operate at any point outside the production possibility curve. When we go for any point inside the production possibility curve, You see, P1 is possible when there has been an increase in resources and technology. P2 there has been a decrease in technology and resources. It can be transport, it can be shifted inward to P2 or outward to P1, right side or left side. But at any point inside the production possibility curve, we can say that there is inefficient utilization of resources. Outside the production possibility curve, actually unattainable, because that much of resources are not there, that much of technology is not there to produce at that point. So it is all about economy cannot operate at point outside PPC, as it is unattainable with developed productive capacity in the economy, right? It is unattainable point, it is attainable point, but not full efficient is there. It is production possibility curve, it is a new production possibility curve, which is towards the right side. Because of increase in resource and technology, inside shift, leftward shift, P2 indicates. Because of decrease in resources and technology, production possibility curve, that is production possibility curve, and there point D is on, identifies, indicates underutilization of resources and technology, and point E unattainable point, that is unattainable point. So this is all about the production possibility curve, right? So we know that production possibility curve slopes downwards, right? And it is concave shaped curve, right? So it is all about production possibility curve. I think you have understood this. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you. Kindly share, comment please. Like, give a like, share it, comment what you think regarding the video, and subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed the channel. Thank you all.